This picture really says it all. While the liberal media and Democrats around the country have been throwing a national tantrum over President Donald Trump's summit with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has been one of the Democrats with the biggest mouths and the biggest egos. But a picture from Schumer's past is making the rounds again on the internet, and it's showing just how hypocritical Cryin Chuck can really be. The picture shows Schumer in 2003 with Putin during the Russian leader's first term as president. The two are yucking it up at the opening of a Lukoil gas station in Manhattan, according to a USA Today report from 2017. When Trump published it in a Twitter post, what makes a 15-year-old picture relevant today is Schumer's over-the-top reaction to Trump's Helsinki, Finland, summit. "I'm from Brooklyn," Schumer said on the Senate floor on Tuesday. According to the Daily Wire, "We learned one thing there, if we learned anything, when there's a bully around, as Putin is, you show strength. But President Trump showed abject weakness. You know what that means? The bully will continue to take advantage of him. If President Trump was such an easy mark in Helsinki, President Putin will realize he's an easy mark elsewhere." Oh, really? As the Daily Wire pointed out, Schumer was singing a different song in 2008. When he wrote a column for the Wall Street Journal that advocated seeking Russia's help against Iran, and the price Schumer was willing to pay for that help, a dubious proposition at best, was essentially appeasing Putin's grandiose desires. First, we must treat Russia as an equal partner when it comes to policy in the Caspian Sea region, recognizing Russia's traditional role in the region. Second, we must offer to make Russia whole if it joins in our Iranian boycott and forgoes trade revenues with Iran. That will cost the U.S. roughly $2 billion to $3 billion a year, about what we spend in Iraq each week. Third, we should tell Mr. Putin we will cease building the ineffective anti-nuclear missile defense sites in Eastern Europe in return for him joining the boycott. The anti-missile system strengthens the relationship between Eastern Europe and NATO, with real troops and equipment on the ground. It mocks Mr. Putin's dream of eventually restoring Russian hegemony over Eastern Europe. That's the same missile defense system that Barack Obama unilaterally abandoned when he took office in 2009, so at least Democrats were consistent back then about not wanting to get in the way of Russia restoring its hegemony over Eastern Europe. But that same Chuck Schumer is now all but calling Trump a traitor for having a summit with Putin. That's why the Schumer-Putin picture is irrelevant today, and it isn't being lost on social media users. The lesson here is that, as always, when liberals accuse a Republican of anything, it's because they're guilty of it themselves. In this case, appeasing Russia and its bellicose strongman. Chuck Schumer certainly isn't the only hypocrite Democrat in national politics today, but as this picture shows, there's a case to be made that he's the most hypocritical and the most disgraceful.